Hey everyone, and welcome back to Lazy Cat Reactions. So, episode 15 of Heartland, titled The River. Lou helps Amy fight Stuart Forrest's bitter lawsuit to save her sister's reputation and the family business. Well, as I said in the last video, Stuart is just a dick. He's a bully, Ty was right, he's a bully. And obviously, the lawsuit isn't going to go anywhere, They'll be able to fight him. Heartland is not going to be taken down, because if it was, then we wouldn't have 16 seasons in the show, It does look like they've recovered a bit from the fiasco that they had, like in season 3, when they had lost some business. And this is technically like the second lawsuit, because there was that guy again in the 3rd season who had tried to sue for unprofessional behavior when Lou rejected his advances. So, unfortunately with the business, it does seem to happen a lot, especially when you are a bully and you're used to getting things your way. When someone doesn't give you what you want, then you try to cry foul and sue, which just proves then that you're weak and a bully. And so, obviously, they will get the lawsuit dismissed, or if the lawsuit does go through, they will, of course, win it. And Lou, of course, is still pregnant, and my guess is the last episode of the season will probably be her having a baby. Let's get started. Caleb's back.
Hey! Well, if it isn't the honey, that's not all about to buy that.
No, it is not.
That's right, I forgot they went to Italy.
Ever.
Great. Then he's gonna have to get rid of the horse. Serves you right, though. At least he's like finally listening to the daughter. They will be. And it is personal. They always say it's nothing personal. It's always personal.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's the news travels fast. Clearly, this is getting us absolutely.
You got that right. So
Pregnant
I'm
lady.
calling it a day and showing you the door.
No, don't bother.
I would have been like, bye-bye.
Must have been quite the adjustment.
She's all caught.
That first class living, back to the trailer.
Yeah, well, she's actually still there in Tuscany with her mom.
What?
With her mom? Yeah, it's just for another week or so.
Val went. Oh!
Are you okay?
I said I'm fine. Look, I got caught up in the lines
Don't
already.
shut them
It
off.
happens. No big deal.
Or maybe this just means that you and I can look into the future and see a day when folks won't just be coming like clay.
Admit defeat or worse, guilt. Because, I don't think I've done anything wrong, but maybe you do?
Amy,
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
no, of course I'm not saying that.
Whatever. Everything I can.
Yeah, you might need to be a witness.
Yeah, no, I am aware that the condo market.
Yeah, you can tell she's not happy about that.
Hey, Amy. Brianna. Hi.
Mhm.
I was just thinking about what I should call you, and here you are. Who is that? Great.
What happened? Bear. We're getting ready to hibernate, then we'll eat anything that isn't locked up.
Oh.
Well, you sure like loose strawberry jam.
Jam. Well, I reminded that newlywed to make sure he locked up. But other things on his so-called mind.
He gives Caleb a lot of chances.
I was pretty crazy about that bear last night.
Because he knows how Val is. He knows that Val would try to convince her to leave him. That is weird though that Val would go with. It's a freaking honeymoon. It's supposed to be the two of them. His powers just flipping off.
Situation. It's only temporary. I talked to my lawyer and he advised me that just to be on the safe side, I should take the horses back to my place.
Listen, I told you they're not ready to go. I'm still working with them.
That'll do it.
Thanks.
That's all the more reason.
My reputation is everything. I can't afford to get mixed up with something that might wreck it.
Or someone who might wreck it.
Yeah. That's all the more reason to stay there, is to show, you know, like he's so worried about his damn reputation. It's like, well, you have a bit of a reputation, and maybe staying there and keeping your horses shows that you have faith in her. By doing this, this shows you don't have faith and that maybe Stuart is right. But by keeping your stuff there, you're saying, no, I have faith in this girl, I trust this girl, I trust what she's doing. You know, so Chase is making a huge mistake. You know, it would be best to just keep doing what he's doing, but, you know, Chase thinks he knows what's best, and it's like, well, maybe you do, and maybe you don't, you know? Maybe you think you know what's best, but Chase is basically an idiot, you know? And so I think probably by the end of the episode he will realize that he was wrong and he'll eat crow, but maybe not. Now this is called The River, so obviously we're going to have something with a river coming out. My guess is that someone gets stranded and Amy saves him or something.
What? But maybe I should be. Maybe that's my problem.
No. Maybe that's what makes you different.
Because she's not about the money. She's about the heart.
I know I can get all of these
But she
products
cares.
for half the price, right?
Yes, but without the personal service and connection to your local merchants.
Mhm.
I get it. We really have to start doing something to cut back on expenses. You told me about the lawsuit and she said he would go to bat for her. Yeah, he really hit one out of the park. Wait, what do you mean? He told me
Like,
he's
well,
everything to
something.
figure out. Oh, he did?
That's too bad. Well, I can see you're all broke up.
He really stood by her when she needed help.
I'm not much of a fan either, but he was sending a lot of...
Something wrong with your chili, Grandpa?
Oh, no. Except,
My SO made chili last night.
where's the beef?
The
Where's
scent
the beef? There's
wafted
plenty of quinoa.
upstairs. It smells so good. I was so... Well, Stuart is blaming her, but you need to be blaming Stuart.
I brought you some chili.
Thank you.
Oh, sweet.
It's actually pretty good.
Good. Step in the right direction. And she kissed him. Rooster up. Now I'm thinking about chili he made. Now I'm hungry. Spartan. Well, he allowed the kiss to happen, unlike with Blair when he kind of backed off. You know, I mean, it was a light kiss, but he still allowed it to happen.
Well, we got her. Jack.
I mean, it is true. They are drama queens because they are emotional. Because, you know, their hormones are all out of whack. Spartan.
That's good.
Good boy. Spartan senses something.
The horse is better. Do you mind if I take a picture?
Yeah.
I would love to just take a picture.
Good job. I was gonna say, take a picture. Get a picture. Good. Get a picture.
Stuart, great. You're here.
No, I would call.
Mhm.
Thanks, Diana.
I would've been like, oh,
I
and
know
you
that was
just,
something you were doing that.
Oh, do you know much about horses, Nathaniel?
He looked like he was jumping and he didn't seem to be hurting.
Oh, so you know what a horse like Addison can do. He's a meter 40 jumper.
Ever.
good job, Lou. I was gonna say, take a picture.
I used to love him, and I was even getting good. But you and this stupid lawsuit, you ruined everything. Now, come on, get away from me. I hate you.
Yeah, when Lou said, do you mind if I take a picture? I was like, yes. I was gonna say, take a frickin' picture. You got the fucking proof you need.
Easy.
Yeah, Spartan senses something. Oh, the bear. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Spartan will survive. We know that they're okay.
There's nothing there.
Yes, there is. Animals can sense this shit. Amy, he knows something's there. Get out! Ah, shit. I mean, Spartan's smart. He's getting the hell out of there. But you know, I start to think, like, especially since they know that there's a bear around, maybe Amy should have taken a gun or something to ride. I mean, obviously they didn't think about it, but they probably should have, since Jack had talked about, you know, the bear breaking in and stealing some of their food. So, yeah, when she was taking Spartan out, maybe. And you know, she's like, you're okay, there's nothing there. And I'm like, trust the horse, because animals can sense this shit. They sense it more than we do. That's why we end up in certain situations, because we don't trust our instincts. But horses are smart. Again, animals. Animals are smart. They know. You know, it's like when there's threat of bad weather, like tornadoes and stuff, Maya, he'll hear the sirens, he'll run down to the basement. Me, I'm not that way, you know. I will wait, because we have cats, and I will let the cat's behavior determine. If I see them run into the basement, then I'll run. But if they're just hanging out up here, I'm not going to do anything, because they're more sensitive to that, and they will know if something is wrong before we will. So I trust the animal over the human instinct, especially in a situation like that. It's like, you know, if a dog doesn't like someone, there's a reason. My parents had a cat when they were first married. It was a Siamese. And the Siamese didn't like their neighbor. And they didn't know why for a while. Then they found out the neighbor was stealing the newspapers. So the cat had a reason to not like the neighbor. You know? Because animals know. They know a hell of a lot more than we do. You know, we go along trusting people, and we're like, oh, stop. Why do you not like this person? Because there's a reason. The animals are speaking, and we should pay more attention to them. Is that Sugarfoot?
Come on.
No.
We have to get out of here.
Wait, is that Sugarfoot?
Take my hand. Hi. We can't be here anymore. Quick.
So she's having some sort of dream or something?
Come on, Caitlin, let's get going.
Because that's why the filter is different. Careful, careful, Ty.
Baby!
Funny, when he left Charlie.
So, did you hear that?
No, Amy, we have to keep going.
Harley hasn't sensed it yet. There, now Harley's sensing it. Okay, he sees the... scraping. The bear can reach up and scrape.
Baby!
And he knows. Harley's like, I don't want to go.
Art. Please, Art.
There she is.
Amy! Jack, I need your help.
The horses, they're just gonna eat. They're like, yeah, we'll just hang here and have some food.
Amy, how does your head feel? What is your name? And do you know why I'm asking you these questions?
I'm here, Lou.
I'm almost 10 years old, and Kim was the hard time ever called me.
Yep. Called that. So, you know, she'd commented about how she was glad that her mother wasn't around to see her screw up. And I'm thinking, your mother's always around, you know. And if your mother was around, she probably would be able to help you out. She'd be able to give you advice. She'd probably go right up to that Stuart Forrest and tell him to get fucked. And so they were showing that she was with her, you know, and that she was protected because she said she felt safe. And it's like, yeah, you felt safe because that's your mother. Your mother's protecting you, you know. So, yeah, it's nice that that happened. You know, it's funny with this show because, yeah, it's more, you know, drama, family stuff. But it does occasionally kind of dabble a little bit, somewhat in the supernatural, because, you know, we've had things where, with Native American, where, you know, like she feels her mother's spirit or something. And like this, where she technically had a dream that her mother was protecting her. And so in a way, it's kind of dabbling a bit in the supernatural. But, you know, I think it adds to the show. Some people might say, well, that's ridiculous in a show like this. But I think it actually kind of helps enhance it. And it just proves that her mother is still with her, you know. And she always will be.
Once, but that was before I got a chance to know you.
No, I wish I could believe you, but the more I think about it, I'm tired of being Chase Powers' second choice.
You're breaking up with me? What about the merchandise? Hey, you're gonna have to pay for that.
Yeah, so sue me.
Where you going with that? Hey!
That was perfect.
Brianna?
Yep. See, if you'd let Amy do her damn job instead of flying off the handle.
This is great, Amy.
Dumbass. You are a dumbass. We should have countersued him for being an idiot. That's what I would have done. I would have been like, all right, you're being a dumbass. We're going to countersue you. Obviously, he's going to drop the lawsuit because he saw, you know, his daughter being happy and everything. And now he's going to realize that it worked. But, yeah, and then Caleb mentioning earlier about, and firstly, why the hell is Val on their honeymoon? And then he said that Ashley must have talked about wanting some space or something. I'm like, great, Val's getting to her. But hopefully when Ashley gets back, things will be better, which it probably will be.
We're the bride not coming back to her honeymoon with her husband.
Well, there was this movie once about honeymoon things. None of his wives ever came back.
It'll be fine then. He's with her mom. Only for another week, right? That's nice.
Look, maybe I was the problem.
Yes, you were.
So what are you going to do to make this right, Steve?
I suppose I could call my lawyers, but let's make this simple.
At least you're smart enough to admit it.
Drop the lawsuit, huh?
He's not complete, dumbass.
Could be pretty persuasive after all.
Mm-hmm.
Even at this delicate time.
Well, and Lindy called me to tell me she was pregnant.
Well, what you're trying to say, Grandpa, really a good time to have a baby.
Pretty much.
I'm trying to
There's
say
always something.
that I wouldn't say no to that.
Well, thank you for rescuing me.
They're on their way back. They may not be doing anything at the moment, but they're on their way back. I knew he was gonna come to his senses. You know, he's like, she was relaxed, and then I realized maybe the problem with me is like, oh, now you realize it? You dumb shit. Yes, you were the problem all along. Like I said in the previous episode, if you would have just let Amy do her job, you never would have gotten to that point. But you had to go around throwing your weight around and being a bully. So, you know, it's good that he realized that, you know, tore up the lawsuit, which, you know, is, of course, what was going to happen. And, you know, the whole thing with Chase, I mean, I'm glad that Soraya said it. She said what I had said earlier. By doing what you did, by pulling your business, that doesn't look good for you either. It actually would look better if he stuck by her, because it would show that he believed in her and that maybe Stuart was full of shit, which he was. So, and you know, Soraya talking about being second choice, and I'm like, yeah, you basically were second choice, you know? Did he really like Soraya? I think maybe, but, you know, obviously when he had that opportunity to be alone with Amy, he was kind of hitting on her and still trying to do what he can to be with her, you know? 3 episodes left of season 4. I have a feeling by the end of this season, Amy and Ty will be back together. Maybe not. Maybe it won't be until sometime in season 5. But, you know, obviously her thanking him for rescuing her and them staying there together was a good sign. You know, it's a sign that things might be improving between them. And obviously, you know, he cares about her because he went out to find her and everything. You know, Caleb was just kind of like me, you know, and Ty went out. So obviously, yes, he still cares about her, you know, and he's proved that many times. So like I said, I got 3 episodes left, which I will probably do later this week. Thank you so much for joining me for this reaction. Hit the like button and subscribe for more content. If you are watching this on YouTube, please hit the notification bell to be alerted of future reactions. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. I have some TV shows and movies and trailer reactions there. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. If you can, support me on Patreon. although I know money is tight, so if you can't do a monthly donation, but you do want to help out, maybe with a one-time thing, my Buy Me a Coffee is linked down below. It'd be nice to be able to get caffeinated on you, or use that money to maybe help get some more studio equipment. I notice it's kind of dark in here, so I'd like to maybe get a couple more lights if I can. And you can help make that happen. So thank you for joining me. I'll have these 3 episodes up probably later this week. This video itself probably, I don't know when it will air. But yeah, I hope you will stick around for the rest of the Heartland Reacts. Like I said, check out my other videos. I've got shows such as Chucky and Good Witch, 2 very different shows. And yeah, check out my other content. I've got more coming down. I'll see you next time. Bye.